If you've been raised in the same generation as me and you're gonna have kids in probably like 5 or 10 years, then you know exactly how much the internet has messed up this generation. We need to make sure that our kids don't become like this. This seems hard to do though because technology is becoming more and more advanced. We think that kids have so much control and power right now because of how accessible and advanced everything is. But just imagine in 10, 15 years, imagine what social life would be like when this generation has kids. Nowadays, if you go to a lot of family gatherings or any sort of social event, there's a good chance that everybody sitting at the dinner table is probably on their phones. It might just be actually like two people talking to each other. This is what social life has become for a lot of people right now. Nobody goes outside anymore. Like, why go outside and actually make memories when you can just stay inside within the comfort of your heated home and just eat junk food and play video games all day? The thing is that my generation hasn't actually been able to create memorable moments because so much of our time is spent scrolling and consuming things online. If you weren't raised in this generation and you're around 30 or 25 years old, you're probably going to remember way more of your childhood than someone who's born in today's generation because so much of our childhood is spent consuming things online. This has happened to me firsthand because up until I became like around 12 years old, I used to spend the majority of my free time playing video games. And I found that after I started meeting new people and started spending most of my time outside, I now have an easier time looking back at those memories because I actually had memorable experiences. And this is the reality for so many people in my generation. Unlike me, most people don't even have a time in their childhood where they actually just go outside and play sports, just like how a normal teenager should. And if you look at the stuff which kids are consuming nowadays, it's almost entirely bad. It's very rare that someone my age grows up watching thought-provoking content instead of dumb videos, which are never going to help them grow as a person. Back then, you only had to be careful of what kids did outside of the house, but now you have to do that and also be careful of what they're exposed to online. And that's the thing. A lot of parents never control what their kid watches and how long they spend on their devices. They allow their kids to have so much power and control by giving them devices at such a young age without putting any sort of parental controls on them. Most parents don't truly know how much bad some of the stuff on the internet can be, and they don't even control what their kids watch at all. In this day and age, it's almost inevitable that if you're a kid, you're going to be raised by the internet to some degree. So it's important that kids are actually watching thought-provoking things and looking up to good role models so that they're not brainwashed by the Western way of thinking. And what I don't understand nowadays is why parents are depriving their kids of attention and giving them phones at such an early age. And this might seem like basic advice, but people need to be told this. You have to know that you should never be giving your kid a phone until they actually need it. And this is so annoying because I see kids as young as 4 or 5 years old getting phones. Like, what the hell? I understand that it's annoying to be bugged by your kids all the time, and it's much easier for you to just shut them up by giving them a phone. But what you have to know is that if you're not giving your kids any attention while they're growing up, they're gonna need it when they're a bit older. Why do you think that so many teenagers nowadays are so cringe and seek attention all the time on TikTok or whatever social media? It's because they never got any attention from the people who are closest to them, like their parents. The use of internet is mandatory in today's day and age, but you can control what the kids are watching and how much time they actually spend on it. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Take care. Peace.